Yes, my people, this is a story of how we have fallen off from such heights. We have literatures that teach us that we are the greatest, but still, we also have literatures that teaches us that we are the worst. It's like when we all go in a museum, we look at artworks, and two people can look at the same artwork and comes from a different or a unique perspective. Like for example, I can look at a picture and I say it's beautiful, and you can look at the same exact picture and say it's ugly. Um, so the story, what I'm saying, the story what I'm gonna tell is, once upon a time there was this great civilization, one of the greatest civilization that ever created. These people had civilized when there was not even a lot of civilization around. They had the civilization when it wasn't trendy. The story goes like the civilization is developed already. The civilization was prosperous already. The civilization, it was in its, let's say, 6th, 7th millennia. So you know that this is gonna attract a lot of people from all around the known world. When you hear of anywhere, human nature will wants to bring prosperity to their own, so they will migrate. That's a part of our human experience. Yes, because migration is what everything on planet Earth do. We have not been out this thing of we are more superior than anything else. We are a part of this earth, so we tend to follow the trends of this earth. No matter how we think we are more of a superior species. But back to the story. The story is like, if you think of the civilization have a lot of people, yes they do, but they still accept people. They still bring people in the civilization. Like any other civilization, there's structure, there's order, there is, yeah, this is how civilizations has always been, and it will always be the same. So when we move to Mars, hopefully, when we move to Mars, hopefully, the structure is going to remain the same. It's hierarchical. There is nothing can change this. It's basically some at the top, some at most of the bottom. That's how structures are built. There is no structures that can be built without foundations, and that's the truth. So the story goes back to the story. The story is, these people came, they migrated in, they came, and they were prospering. They basically, these people was not a collective. They were a mismatch of people from all over the region. But because they came in the civilization, they came in the area, they came under the preview or preview of the entire civilization. Yeah, my English, they basically over the years got integrated in such a way that they can survive in the civilization, but not in a way that they can rule this civilization. So what they did after like millennia, they got disenfranchised. They want to change the system to be more of open style governance, that they can be a part of the ruling class. The people at the top, I don't think that they would like that. So they went to the higher ups, or they went to the rulers, and they asked if they can join the elites, and they blatantly said no, this is not a part of our culture or our civilization, that you can be a part of this civilization at the ruling elite level. So what happened is these people become disenfranchised or more. They couldn't live under this yoke anymore, so they decided they're going to rebel. It's a rebellion. It is a rebellion because once you start to go down the way of organizing against the governance class, what governor, it's a rebellion. It is. And when they did that rebellion, they did it in such a way where it is slight, underhanded. So what happened was the ruling class realized that these people are not going to be very useful to us anymore because they are not going to be a part of the civilization. So they told a lot of these people that they can go. Yes, they asked and they will get refused. Now that you can clearly understand that there's a divide in the civilization, then they actually said, it's time to go. It's time for you to go. What happened after is strange, because right little before they were planning to leave, the ruling class, majority of the people in the ruling class, their kids, their firstborn, their adult heir, their future of this generation, of this civilization, is simply all dying. They're like wondering what's going on. All the firstborns, all the male, they're all dying. They're like, wow, this is strange. It's very strange. Then the lifeblood of the civilization become poison. It's like it's red. It's like wondering why is this red. It is now they realize that because it's red, the frogs and the thing that lives in the river, yes, the lifeblood of the civilization, it's a river, starts the lifespan, like the frogs, the mosquito, anything that lives in the water couldn't stay in the water because it was poisoned. They poisoned the river. So these critters have to evacuate and come on the land. These things came on the land and they caused a lot of problems. They brought diseases. It was like an assault. Yes, it is, as I said, a rebellion. And they were rebelling that they want to leave, but they were already left. They were already leaving. That's the way of how they did it. When you look at it, the Pharaoh, I gave it away, but the Pharaoh was very understanding of the whole scenario, and he was like, you could go, but now they realize that these rebellious set of people decided that they want to massacre the young, the kids. They want to turn the river red. They definitely is not going to go without a fight. So the Pharaoh decided he's gonna do something about it. He raises his army. He went after them. It was a bloody war. It is a very, very brutal war. It was on both sides. They were utterly defeated. Only a few of them were left. They crossed the narrow peninsula, and because of the tides, they got away. They basically got away and went in a arid place without civilization. But the beauty about these people, that they were such a good, let's say, people who understand structure. They were a part of the society, so they understand structure, they understand the knowledge, they understand the everything. They understand basically how to create a civilization, because they were part of they wasn't the ruling class, but they were part of the the operational system. So they thought that they could do it better. They thought that they can do much better. So they went off looking for their own civilization. Remember, by now, they have not created a fully cohesion of the people as yet. So on that journey, they tend to have ups and downs. And the journey basically went from going good to turning bad. They went back to their ways, their debaucheries, they went back to their ways of doing things, and there was a divide. That divide caused a problem because they had to be searching. They were nomads again. They were searching for a place, and they actually had to encourage an next civilization. They slowly encouraged a weaker civilization or a weaker hunter-gatherer society, and they slowly took it over. They took some of the best lands and they slowly took it over. The moral of the story is most of our people believe that they are the people that was driven out. Most of our people switched the story and went onto the victim mentality. They went and say that they were the victims of this treachery, or they were the victim and they are the great civilization that is being persecuted. And that is strange. I don't understand how victory or victors become that they want to be losers. I don't understand this. This is the moral of the story. Is like when this is strange because I don't understand how you move from being a victor in a story, clearly that you saw that you were the victory, clearly that you saw that you were the more superior race, but you decided not, yes, superior, and then you decided that you want to go on the losing side. Well, to me it's like strange. But thank you, my people, thank you, my generals, thank you everybody for tuning in. This is like one of my few stories that I can tell. If you like stories like these, I have a few more. If you want, I can tell you. You can hit me down in the comment section and tell me if you want more of these stories. Goodbye. Have a nice